Howdy folks, today we're going to build a hopper lid. I've wanted to do this for some time, and it's going to involve rolling a cone, a very shallow cone, to these dimensions. I'm going to make the outer diameter 22 inches. The top of it's going to be 10 inches, but the piece that we cut out of the middle is going to make a flat spot on top, which that will be 10 inches. So I'll just weld that back in once the cone has been rolled. We're going to roll it with our little bending brake here. This will be a roller brake that I've been using for a number of years. This pattern should fit in there okay. And I'm also going to do a little bit of time-lapse footage here so that you can see how it goes. The overall dimension of this is 24.5 inches. So grab a tape measure here. See if we can get this out of a sheet of metal here. Looks like we've got right at, oops, there it is, 25 inches there. So we should be able to just cut this off of one of these sheets of metal. This is going to be 16 gauge steel, and once I've rolled the cone and welded it up, it's going to be welded onto the lip of a drum lid. So it's going to be a whole new lid, but the whole lid is going to open and close as one piece. So anyway, I'm going to get started. Alright, now we've got the main piece cut out. We've also got the center circle that came out of that. This will be used to fill this hole once we get it rolled. We'll set that aside for now. At this point, let this cool for a few minutes and start marking out the radius lines. That will help us out when we go to roll the thing. This is going to get slightly bent on a bunch of lines all along the radius toward the center, and that will form the cone. It's not going to take much because we don't have much of a gap to close. It's already pretty close to the shape it's going to be, so we're just going to make very slight bends. Okay, we've rolled up a cone, and this is the final result. It's not perfectly flat, but we can continue to shape it and mold it as we go. At this point, I'm going to take this seam, weld it up, and I'm going to start taking this circle and sizing it down just a little bit. I'll take a little bit around the edges and cut it down. I don't want to make it too small. It'll still overlap, but I don't want there to be a big overhang. So we'll work on that, and that's more or less the way the lid's going to look in the end. Has a nice slope, should shed plenty of water, and like I say, after we get this built, we're going to weld it up to the lip of an existing 55-gallon drum lid. Alright, we've got this all welded up on the top piece now. I've smoothed it off on the top here. I welded this from the inside so it'll be easier to smooth on the outside. And it's pretty close to flat. I may have to tweak it a little bit more when I put it on the lid. But anyway, I'm happy with it so far, and we'll keep going. Well, it's been a few days. I've got all these parts painted up and ready to install. Now what I'm going to do is this bracket here. This is going to be the hinge bracket. It's got two removable bolt-in pieces, one at the top, one at the bottom, and those will be welded to the side of the hopper. On the other end, I will have a little bracket here, which will be for the latch, and then that'll latch onto the lid. So right now I've just had this temporary lid just to keep the water out because it's been raining quite a bit. So we're going to set this up in place. Alright. This hinge around to the front here. Alright. And it's going to be more or less like that. Okay, so we have a hinge over on that side, spring in the middle, also a spring-loaded handle here. This is electric fence handle. It's got a spring in it, so there will actually be two springs, so the lid should have plenty of spring room to jump up if it needs to with a puff back. But hopefully that'll keep plenty of tension on it, and I'll get this welded up and show you how it works. Alright, we're all finished up. Here's the final product. Lid has got the cone shape that I was looking for. We got a spring-loaded top, so if anything goes puff, it'll lift the lid up a little bit. Got our latch handle here. This is just, like I've said before, this is just a spring tension for electric fence insulator handle. And then, so you unhook that, lift this up, flip the lid back. You can see there is some smoke in there, but it wasn't leaking out, so we got a good lid seal. I got a full size opening to put wood into. The lid has a stop on it, so it won't lean too far back. I'm hoping that with that angle right there, it's not going to drip. It might drip down the side of the gasifier. I might have to put a little stopper to help hold the lid up just a little bit. Make sure it drips into the gasifier, not down the side of it. But there you go. We now have us a lid. And to latch it back down, just like that. And it hooks on there. We're good to go. Hope you enjoyed watching this little project, and we'll see you next time.